Hi everyone, we have prepared latest market updates for June 24th, 2022. Powell's speech boosted Wall Street's growth. U.S. stock indices ended Thursday's trading with a steady increase. Investors followed the second speech of Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell during a two-day hearing in the U.S. Congress. Powell appeared before the Senate Banking Committee on Wednesday and before the House Financial Services Committee on Thursday. In his speech yesterday, the Fed chief said that the regulator's efforts to rein in inflation would not necessarily cause weakness in the U.S. labor market, but there is a risk that unemployment could rise from current levels. Meanwhile, earlier in Wednesday's speech, Powell acknowledged the risks of a recession in the U.S. economy due to the policy of raising interest rates, but noted that those risks are not particularly high at the moment. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 0.64% to 30,677.36 by the close of the session. Shares of more than half of the 30 companies in the index calculation finished trading higher. Salesforce Inc. plus 3.3%, Merck & Co. Inc. plus 3.2%, and Nike Inc. plus 2.9%. The Standard & Poor's 500 rose 0.95% to 3,795.73. The Nasdaq Composite Index added 1.62% to 11,232.19. Solana presents its cryptocurrency smartphone. The price of Solana is currently trending upwards. Over the last 24 hours and over the last week, it has risen by 7.68% and 25.10% respectively. At the time of writing, the coin is trading at $38.52. One reason for the growth is that the cryptocurrency market is up 3.6%. Another could be the launch of the Solana crypto smartphone, the Saga phone. On June 23rd, Anatoly Yakovenko, CEO of Solana Labs, announced in New York the launch of a new Saga phone and Web3 software development kit called Solana Mobile Stack, SMS. Yakovenko explained that the new crypto smartphone will have an estimated price of $1,000 and will be available on the market early next year. In more detail, SMS will include a decentralized Web3 app store, a mobile wallet called Solana Pay, a simple platform-wide ability to sign transactions, and seed storage to protect private keys on the phone. It's worth noting that several other companies have previously initiated their own blockchain crypto smartphones. These include HTC's Exodus line, Samsung's Calin phone, and Serene Labs' Fini phone, but Solana Saga is said to be the most successful among them. Qatar demands long-term contracts for Europe's LNG. Qatar is demanding long-term contracts from Europe if it needs more gas sources familiar with the situation said. The demand comes after Germany signed a 20-year contract to buy LNG from the United States. Such a wish could complicate Europe's goal of limiting greenhouse gas emissions as well as reducing its dependence on Russian gas. But the Europeans argue that Qatar's offers are too stringent and do not give buyers the opportunity to divert supplies unlike U.S. contracts. Negotiations on the terms of the contract have been stalled since March, sources said. Thus, the Europeans on the one hand are afraid of concluding too long contracts for the supply of fossil fuel, and on the other hand are afraid that Qatar may sell these volumes to other countries, especially in Asia, and this may jeopardize the desire to find a replacement for gas from Russia. State-owned Qatar Energy and Qatar Gas, which operate LNG facilities, did not immediately respond to a request for comment, nor did the German Finance Ministry.